got the flavors that make you dance. Spicy tales from France to Japan. Every bite a wild romance. Join us now in our bright little den. Bruh, in the kitchen where stories are told. Spill the beans about dishes so bold. Every taste a journey unfold. Come with us, let the magic unfold.
Podcast, BRUH podcast.com. You know what happens when Robfather, we need you back, my man. We didn't press record. So I'm looking at you, Rob. We need you back, brother. We'll see you soon. We are here. This is a big show. This is a big one, buddy. The people were saying, oh my goodness, I listened to they're not coming out. It's like once a month. Oh, when are we going to, and we listen to the people, we listen to the listeners. We are weekly, we are live, and we are at 9 p.m. So if you are watching us live, our goal is 5 this week. Let's get to 5. 5 live, if we can get to that.
Michael.
But yes, go ahead.
I think we got us. I think, so I believe my sister's on, and my parents are probably in the background behind her. So that would be 3. We'll count 3 for 1. Yeah,
my wife might accidentally jump on. Just
4.
Just
let's count her.
Bumping
let's count
it.
Accent.
My wife will bump it, so maybe that's 4. And maybe Nate, maybe our guests who we're going to bring on here pretty soon. Maybe our guest can.
Count him as 5.
His guest is also a live streamer, since technically, yeah. So okay, we hit our 5. But yeah, if you're on YouTube, feel free, ask us a question. Because, oh man, do we have I tell you, the stable is full tonight. So Tony, first, let's check in real quick. How you doing? I know this is the second time we went through this.
Good. Yeah.
How
it's
you
a
feeling,
good thing we
man?
recorded that whole 1 hour episode and we didn't record it. So no, it's just deja vu. Groundhog Day.
That would have been. I know that would have been amazing. We're like, hold on a second, especially to our guest who made his time tonight at 9 p.m.
So
it was oh wait a minute, sorry sir, can we redo that whole thing again? So no, we are recording. We're looking good. Let's see. Let's do a couple updates and then because I want to get the guest in here. So a couple updates. Number 1, weight loss update. Tony, are you ready for the weight loss update?
my God, it's been a whole week. How much has happened?
Okay, so just to bring everybody up to speed, since I moved to Michigan, I'm unable to lose weight. Maybe it's this podcast, maybe it's the meats, the smoked meats that you guys like up here. But so I weighed in last week and I put myself in public to shame my weight down is the plan here. Last week, I was 201. My goal is 190, right, Tone?
Yep.
Okay,
I wrote it down.
Here was this is the official weight. I would never do this at night, especially after the cooking club. But
First thing this morning,
right? First thing this morning.
Okay.
Do you want to see where we're at?
Yeah. Okay.
The same weight.
Okay. Hey, that's slow and
Here,
steady wins the race.
That is Tone. That is a 0 pound weight loss in 1 week. So there's always next week, though. Okay.
I was gonna say you looked slick in that denim, though.
I know it's I can barely breathe in this thing. So do it for the show. All right. So that's let's see here now. Cooking club. We're gonna touch this really quick, and then we're gonna bring our guest in. So, Tony posted his cooking club. My cooking club is coming tomorrow. I did. Now get ready for this pronunciation. Are you ready for this? Aglio e olio. Aglio e olio. Go ahead. Is that? But I can tell by the way I can tell.
Aglio olio.
Aglio olio. Okay, edit that. Aglio olio. Okay, that's what I made for my the assignment. What was the assignment?
Love that.
Oh, hit right. And I did it gluten-free. I did it gluten-free for the missus. So it hit right. It was all gone. And then, so if you want to see that video, check us out on our socials, TikToks, Instagrams, YouTubes. check us out on there if you want to see us prepare those. And if you would like to join us, we're going to assign a new cooking club task. Tony, just real quick, what is our cooking club entree of the week?
Can I save it for later? Because I was going to freestyle it based on how we're feeling today. I'm not ready.
That's fine. We could punt. You could punt. That's fine with me.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Kind of ready, but we'll go later if you don't mind.
I'm excited.
I'll remember.
Every time we bring a guest on, I'm going to say, you know what, we're going to do a couple of things, but then I get giddy. I get a little giddy because the guest is waiting, and I want to bring them in because I want them to be a part of the hang here. So, our guest tonight. Oh my goodness. Don't know what he's doing here, but he's here. He's here. He's kind enough to come on. Let me welcome Nate Blury from Drink GR. He is here tonight. Nate, welcome.
Hey, guys. It's great to be here. I'm very excited. It's good to see you guys.
Let me give you your flowers. Let me give you a little intro. All right, Nate. Nate is a consultant in the beverage sector and the co-founder of the Original Tin Cup Company. It's a Michigan-based drinkware company. He was also an investor in the St. Liberty Whiskey, in St. Liberty Whiskey, not the St. Liberty Whiskey. It's a craft distillery that honors women bootleggers from the Prohibition era. His group, Drink GR, works to support the hospitality sector, celebrating local restaurants, bars, breweries, and distilleries in and around West Michigan. Their work centers around raising awareness of special events, advocating for social zones and refreshment districts, as well as supporting charitable fundraising. Additionally, Nate is a social media personality and a creator of the Cocktails and Conversation, Drink with Nate blog page, as well as a regular contributor to CBS, Fox, iHeartRadio, NBC, and oh my goodness, today. Nate, my first question.
Yes.
What are you doing here, pal?
Oh, it's a great question. I like those softballs. Well, because I'm going to be a part of the Grand Rapids International Wine, Beer, and Food Festival.
Yes,
and so, yes, very excited. And the folks over there, they said, hey, we're doing this podcast. Would love for you to be a part of it. And I'm like, absolutely, sign me up. So I'm doing the song and dance all around West Michigan, getting ready, getting hyped up, super excited for November. It's coming up November 21st, 22nd, right here in Grand Rapids. And I will be a huge part of that festival, having a blast over there. And so I came on here to say hi and tell you a bit about what we're doing there.
Excellent. Yeah. So, as we announced last week, the boys are going to be there as well, but we are just on floor. Nate and Nate can go over this a little bit with us, but Nate is actually, he has a few that he's been invited. So if you are in the area, hell, if you're not in the area, fly on in, get your tickets. Stop by, see the bros, and then, oh my goodness, wait, I hear Nate on stage. Go see Nate because he has a couple of presentations. Nate, give us a rundown of some of the, because you'll be presenting there. I don't know if you're going to be in booth anywhere, but I know that there's a wine room.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, you'll find me anywhere in that place. And it's going to be amazing. If people haven't been there before, it's at the DeVos place here in Grand Rapids, and just a huge convention center. And so they're literally, like you said, there's a wine room area. There's going to be food vendors in a grand hall. And then they have the beer section. There's an amazing beer corridor. And then in the very back of the convention center is the spirits room. And so it's pretty much these three distinct areas for drinking, and then this fourth area for food. Over there's the Myra main stage. In the main wine area, there's going to be a couple of stages in the vineyard room, and I'm going to be in the back with the vineyard stage, and that's going to be sort of as people come in and they're going through the wine room and they're on their way to get some spirits. I'm sort of bridging the gap between wines and spirits, and so I'll be over there. I'm going to be hosting a few talks, facilitating a few conversations, and then of course, I'll be with Drink GR. So we'll be going around having fun. Drink GR is a great organization. It's super fun. We have a Facebook group, and I'm going to plug that too. If you see me and mention Drink GR, I carry swag with me. I've got gift cards. I got all sorts of cool stuff. So it's just a shout out to Drink GR. You find me, say hey, and then I've got all sorts of goodies and stuff, and I'll be bouncing around. This is like for me, Christmas or Thanksgiving. the craft food beer scene, and particularly the wine scene and spirits, Michigan distillers, we all sort of come together at this festival. It is an unbelievable opportunity to see so many makers, growers, and producers. And so we all come together. It's just a huge party. So I love to bounce around, and literally sometimes I only get to see everyone this once a year at the festival. So we always get caught up. And of course, there's some libations and some great wines. So, it's
Lots of
it's
hugs,
always
I'm
fun.
sure.
So
Seeing people surrounding the spirits and whatnot, there's lots of hugs.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Kentucky hug. You know that when
hey,
you're exhaling
hey.
that
we
barrel
heard
proof.
about
that,
yeah.
Yeah, it's a Kentucky hug.
So let me say, this is Nate. I'll tell you how this is how I feel. This is how Tony and I feel. This is our first. Have you ever been to that, Tony? Maybe I should have asked you.
No, I haven't.
So this is like this is sort of freshmen showing up on campus as the big senior on campus, as the big guy on campus. What do you say to two young freshmen just stepping into this environment? What advice can you give us? Because we want to make sure that we get out of there alive. So what can you give us in terms of advice?
Well, pace yourself. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Then, I'm going to do a pro tip here, but then this might, there are a couple of spots you can buy your drink tickets. Everyone sort of like lemmings goes to the first one right at the gate. If you're going to get it, move around. There's a couple other spots and get the drink tickets over there. Avoid that long line as everyone's coming in through the gate. And that line is so long when everyone's coming in. So just be early, be ready for
That's
that.
a huge tip. Oh my God.
Yeah, see, now this is interesting because I saw the layout and they put us sort of the back, like off to the side. Now we're right across from a ticket booth, but where there's Casamigos is there. And then like I was just looking at the layout. So we're right across. We're at like if you walk in to the left, like, so we're all the way to the end, but we are by ticket booths. So what I'm hearing is that the ticket booths get traffic. So that's, you're saying, okay.
Yeah. And it's a wristband. It's a little tap. You'll wear that wristband. You don't want to lose that. And then I love to. Everyone's got their thing. Whether you want to have a little food first, get that bass liner in before you start drinking. They pepper the food producers all throughout the venue, so there's not necessarily just one main food area. The Meyer Hall right next to the Meyer main stage, that's also a great spot. So I usually like to hit up that. I'm probably, gonna go, me personally, I love to go all the way back to the spirits room, see everyone, because it is at the far end. It's through the vineyard room where all the wine producers are. And then I round it out towards the end of the night and I hit up the beer guys because, it's always last call and there's plenty of beer to be had. So.
Man,
So that's my route through the festival.
I think this is, I am excited about it. It's probably a great idea. Go ahead, Tony. You have something?
I just want to add, like, I know it's a 2-day thing. Like, is there a big difference between both days? Like, if someone gets a ticket, do they go for all week? Like, all weekend? How does that work? Like, with tickets wise?
Yeah. So your ticket's good for the day that you purchase. And then on top of that, and this is very important, there are going to be these sessions, like the sessions I'm going to be hosting. There's going to be sessions throughout that. That's an additional ticket.
Okay.
Now,
Yep.
with that additional ticket, I think they're really reasonable, $5-10. They're not that much. You get so many extra tastes, and I can assure you in mine, you get your ticket's worth. And so you do, there's the ticket for the main show, and that's either good for Friday or Saturday. And then outside of that, there are these sessions, and you need to get tickets for those, and they're totally worth it. There's so many great sessions that'll be happening. So yeah.
Awesome.
Now,
I love it. I'm excited about this.
I know it's probably a really good idea to bring recording equipment and just, basically just ruin your reputation, right, Ton? I mean, it's probably a great idea. We just have a bunch of guys come
in my sessions.
A bunch of
no recording.
Yeah, it should be great.
Copyrighted material.
Yeah, this should be great. We'll have every whiskey, beer, and a spirit provider in Michigan and around international, basically, coming to the booth and giving us a sample. So should be great. But we should be in good shape by the end of now, Nate, so what you were kind enough, so you're going to be repping some beverages here. So what we want to do is feature some of those now, and we'll go through them. And then if you want to talk about each one of them, and then I'll pull them up on the screen and give us what we're going to show here. Is this what we're going to sort of be featured, and what you're going to be showing at the festival? Or
Yeah, so I'm going to be doing a couple of sessions. I'll actually be doing 3 sessions. And the one that we're going to feature tonight is the Sober Curious session that I'm pretty excited about. So this is going to be a Sober Curious mocktails and simple swaps that people can try. And I'm really excited about this basically because, yes, it's the food, beer, and wine show. I'm sorry, the wine, beer, and food show. But on top of that, there are people for a variety of reasons that are looking for more than just alcohol spirits. So I'm going to be doing some talks on that. I'm going to be featuring some amazing non-alcoholic and spirit-free alternatives. Be mixing up some mocktails. And then I will be doing a session on Michigan distilling history. And I had this one that I'm really excited about. So you know how like Terra Noir is a thing, like where the wine comes from different regions and all of that. Well, Michigan, I feel, has 3 distinct distilling regions. So we're going to be talking about that and highlighting distilleries from the 3 distinct Michigan distilling regions, talking about that. So I'll have a couple of different sessions, Friday night, Saturday. I'll have 2 sessions on Saturday. And the big one that we're going to talk about tonight, though, is the Sober Curious one, because I'm just so excited about this. This is new to the festival. This is a new section. This is a new segment that's really growing quickly. And I'm really happy to be a part of that, too.
you sent me some interesting products here, and I want to briefly hit some of these because we want a little teaser, a little taste of what. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through. We'll put them up on the screen here of what you got, and then go through each one of them and say, what just give me a little bit about. I would love if maybe next time. I would love if we could maybe do this live since we are. We are West Michigan adjacent, then we can get a live tasting. But for now, let me put some of these up here. And I don't know, you're a professional, so I don't have these in any particular order. So I think you can go on a run here. But let's start with this first one, because this one, first of all, I like as a marketing and branding guy, I really like this bottle.
I call it toast. The big thing here is, and I think about this, I think back to when I was a kid, and at New Year's Eve, when they popped the champagne and the kids, we got Welch's sparkling grape juice, and there was the champagne, and then us kids got that Welch's sparkling grape juice. That just doesn't cut it these days. And that is not someone who's going sober curious or someone who doesn't like alcohol. Man, that would be a disappointment. So Toast is this amazing sparkling wine alternative. And it is really, really great. It's done it's been in partnership with several Michelin starred and a few James Beard award winning chefs who worked to create something that was perfectly balanced, that was meant to pair with food. Even though it's a non-alcoholic sparkling beverage, it has some sort of white tea, ginger, elderberry notes to it. It's really complicated and complex, and it just pulls out and it's definitely not the sparkling Welch's grape juice you had as a kid. So that's going to be there. We'll be tasting that. And that's incidentally, I'm in Michigan. This is Grand Rapids, is where the festival is. It's available in Meijer. And so it's a cool thing that Meijer has a great non-alcoholic section that they're building out. And you can get that pretty much at any Meijer.
Yeah. And you don't have to, you don't have to go to some specialty wine shop, although I say support the wine shops, shout out to the crushed grape. But it is, if it's one of those 11 p.m. runs where you feel like you have like a glass of wine and non-alcoholic, that's impressive. So Toast, we'll go with the rule there.
You're going to really like the next one. Oh, sweet. I'm going to grab one of these. This is the Clever Mocktails, and I actually have one here. I'm going to crack this open. I'm going to be doing this one live on stage too. This is
okay.
Clever Mocktails.
Boy, you hear that crack? Ooh, I got chills up my spine. Oh my god!
I'm pouring. I don't know if you can see me on camera right now, but I'm pouring a piña colada right now. And this company, they're out of Canada, and they are, again, an award-winning mocktail company. We call these RTDs, the term ready to drinks. So sometimes, I mean, I want a great cocktail and I don't want to mix and go through all of the steps, get the shaker, all the ingredients and everything. An RTD is just literally ready to be cracked, poured over ice, and enjoyed. And so Clever has come up with an amazing lineup. And some of the ones that I was thinking of is their piña colada. They have a mojito that is just, I mean, it's out of this world. And so those two are going to be featured there. And again, these are available at Meyer. They're pretty widely available, and it's a great company.
But let's move on to the next one.
I'm going to bust out a word for you, and this is something. So I'm drinking the actual piña colada one. Mouthfeel. It has a rich mouthfeel for being a clear, sparkling beverage. Man, it tastes like I'm drinking a coconut.
I had a fantastic vacation last year to Puerto Rico, and we were on the beach, and there was this hut there where they were making fresh piña coladas. They had fresh coconuts, they had fresh pineapples, and there was this little group of like just beautiful people making them, and this lady with the biggest afro, and she was dancing and vibing and making these fresh, and it was no rum in them. There was no rum. They were just the most list of my kids had piña coladas right on the beach. I went and got some Don Q, so I added some rum there. But for them, it was that mouthfeel and texture from that. That's what's up. Yeah. I love that you busted out mouthfeel. I'm not mad at that. I use mouthfeel. People don't like mouthfeel. They feel like it's like moist. It's like in that range of those words, right? Moist, mouthfeel. Like people don't like those words.
All right. I saw Blind Tiger though, and I love to talk about Blind Tiger. Can you pull that next photo up?
Yeah. So this is the cat's. Amazing. This is the cat's pajamas. So let's go to this.
Oh my goodness! Tiger. Yes, I absolutely love this. This is a woman-owned company out of Pennsylvania, and they had a speakeasy in Pittsburgh that's just fire. And during the pandemic, it shut down, and they really, to save and stay in business, they couldn't take alcohol out the door, right? So they created these mocktails, and they are fantastic. And so yeah, we'll be featuring some of those. I absolutely love that place. And Blind Tiger was a term that was used often used to talk about speakeasies. So there's a lot of history behind it. Yeah, clever. It was a code thing. Too. Yeah, it was totally a code thing back in Prohibition era. And yeah, so awesome company. They just won a huge award nationally. I can't remember what it was for, and it was fun. I met the owner, and I was going through, and I just moved to a new place, so I'm setting up my TV, and what's always the first channel? QVC shows up, right? While it's programming. Yeah, she was on QVC. Yes. Blind Tiger. I was like, sweet. So cool. Her name's Rebecca, and she's fantastic. So we'll be highlighting, and this is going to be that's a great point for me. The Wine, Beer, and Food Festival, the International Wine, Beer, and Food Festival, the Makers Hall that's going to be off from the Meyer main stage. All of those businesses are either women-owned businesses, businesses that are minority-owned companies, Black-owned businesses, underrepresented population, just some really cool products. That's shout out to the folks over at Showspan who put this show on. They are incredibly intentional and inclusive on making sure that there's not only a diversity of products, but a diversity of people represented there. And so, yeah, Rebecca's a great example of that. She's going to be, I think she might even be there at the show. So it'll be great.
Their cans, like that market, like that looks super dope. Like, and I get why it fits that 20s theme, and like, that's pretty sick. I love that.
Yeah, if Rebecca, you're listening, the Bruz will be at the show. Come on, sit in the booth. Shout out Erie, PA. I looked it up because I'm from southwestern Pennsylvania, so south of Pittsburgh. Erie's north of Pittsburgh, so Erie, PA is where Rebecca is from. So Blind Tiger. We got one more here, I think. Now we're gonna have to get this one. We got this one. This one is get the sensors out here. This one is Funkelwurtz. Funkelwurtz Zero. Is that Funkelwurtz? Zero.
I mean, we'll give it to you. The Funkwurz.
The Funkwurz.
Funkwurz. Yes. Is
Funkelwitz.
Johannes Selbach. Selbach is just this legendary wine producer in Germany. And so Funkelwurz actually translates, it literally means, if you were to take the German, it's like spicy sparkler. And it is truly a great example of a non-alcoholic wine. And here's the deal. There is a significant, and I mean well-deserved, stigma around how terrible alcohol-free, alcohol-denatured, alcohol-removed, non-alcoholic wine. It has a terrible reputation for very good reason. And what's incredible and why I'm doing this talk and why I'm so excited is it is wines like these, the Selbach family, who is wildly respected. These wines change that perspective. And so that's why I'm so excited to be having this one. This is a white wine, and it is a blend. And the way they have produced this, when you taste it, it has, I mean, it's got honeysuckle, it's got jasmine. This is I think that, the dust at the bottom of the cereal box when you've had Fruit Loops, I love to like lick my finger and stick it in,
Yeah.
that the dust of the Fruit Loops, I'm telling you, it is fruity, it is delicious. And this isn't grape juice. This is truly, truly a fantastic wine. It just doesn't have alcohol in it. So we'll be featuring that as well.
Nate, this
Yes.
this is what I would say. If you are in the area, I think number one, I think it's important. I think this is a very important topic. And it's interesting to see how there's a whole sector here. It's a whole vertical of different spirits that for people who are sober. So there obviously is a market out there. But if you are in the area, stop by the Wine, Beer, and Food Festival International, Grand Rapids International Wine, Beer, and Food Festival. But stop by, see Nate. Nate he's featured. So go.
I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there Friday at 5:30 in the Vineyard, doing the Sober Curious talk. On Saturday I'll be doing a session at 4 o'clock for the Made in the Mitten session, talking about spirits that will have a ton of booze in it, making up for the other one. And I'm going to be doing another Sober Curious talk at 5:30 on Saturday as well. And then I have a couple of special surprises in each of my sessions. I will have a former Detroit Lion who's going to be joining me on stage. We'll be talking about his project that he's been working on post his career. Keep that a little mysterious and a little surprise there. But yeah, my sessions are going to be a blast. I'm plugging that obviously, but I'll have some special guests joining me on stage. There's going to be plenty of samples, and we just have a ton of fun. And I am one of a myriad of just amazing people. And on the Meyer main stage, my friend Gina Furta from Meals in the Mitten, she's going to be doing some talks. There are literally experts in throughout the entire festival. And my sessions, as soon as I'm done, there's another person up on that stage doing another session. So it really is a fun chance, not only to sample things, but to learn and taste from people way more talented than I am, that are just incredibly intelligent and masters of their craft. I just get to squeak in there because I like to talk. So,
hey, and I've got news. So news is breaking as we're speaking, and I just found this out a few hours ago. You mentioned Gina. Gina has booked for 9 p.m. next week. So Gina will be on our show next week. So
my girl, shout out to Gina. She's amazing. I love her. So fantastic.
Yeah, so we're excited to have Gina on to have, and Nate, maybe you could pop in. We love a pop in. If you want to pop on in, we'd love it.
I keep a tight schedule. I'm gonna be no, this is great. I'm super excited. I'm gonna give another shout out because I'm gonna be a part of the Taste of Hope fundraiser at Frederick Meyer Gardens to benefit the American Cancer Society. So the American Chef Federation has
There you
a
go.
amazing organization. Gina is going to be on here, but you do need to give her my love. She's one of my faves, and she's an author. She's an example of someone way more talented than me that's going to be talking at the festival, and she really is just so cool. She's a real treat, and make sure you get some of her spices too. She's got her own spice line. Oh, fire!
We're
That's
gonna.
awesome.
Sweet.
That's what you agreed to do. A couple of we have a fun little dog and pony segments that we like to do here on the show. And if do you mind sticking around a little bit while we
Oh,
go
I'm
through
here
some
for
of
it.
these?
Yeah,
Excellent.
absolutely.
So
Love it.
the first one that we're gonna because I'm gonna call an audible here. We have a little segment that we like to call Libation Station.
I'll call it Libation Station. We're shining light on darkness, yeah, with our fermentation. We found a relation, so I'll see you here. We'll drink our share of good times mixed with elevation at Libation Station.
Okay, this is Libation Station, Nate. That's actually Grammy nominated. That's all. So we're good. What we do is we do go around the room. I know what we have been enjoying this, but we're gonna go real quick here. We're gonna go around the room. Nate, you are our guest. You're gonna go first. Why don't you just tell us? All we need is what are you enjoying?
Oh yeah. Well, I think I already talked about it, but
Yeah.
I am drinking a mocktail. This is the Clever Mocktails, and I'm
Clever.
drinking a piña colada. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clever mocktail, pina colada.
Cheers.
All right, Tone. Cheers to you, Nate. Tone, go ahead. What are you sipping on tonight here?
I have a variety here. I thought I would do a little tasting. I'll go quick, but I'm doing a little blind tasting because this is a new brand to me. Lost Lore, you've probably heard of it, Nate. It's not super new, but it's been around for about a year or so probably. But it's from a Vivanco distillery. It's a tequila blanco. It's just their regular 80 proof. And it's really good, and it's affordable, and like it's just now coming to Michigan, I think recently. So like I was like, let me pick up a bottle. I've heard of the brand, and I know the distillery. So I was like, let me try that. And I've liked it. So I wanted to try it against like a staple. So I got some Ocho, and I got their latest. So Ocho is a single estate, Laguna Colorado. Anyway, that's from the Highlands, Lost Lore's Highlands, and then I have from the Valley, Fortaleza Classic. And this is, I haven't had Fortaleza in a while because I just don't drink it often because I can't find it anymore. So it's just in the back of my shelf, and I'm like, let me bust it out because I haven't had it in a while. So I'm doing a blind, and I haven't had it in a while, and I immediately picked it. I know it. I'm like, I know Fortaleza, and I'm like, all right. But this Ocho is a single estate, so it's different every time. I just cracked that like this past weekend, and then the Lost Lord. They're all fantastic. And to anyone who likes good tequila,
It's a shame. Fortaleza is not available in Michigan. Man,
I know,
it is-
right? And
Yeah.
but even like, so I lived in Chicago many years, and it used to just be readily available still, even though it was like, if you know, but then it became like the Blantons of tequila, and then like it just comes off shelves, and it's just ridiculous. But I know that they doubled their distillery size, so like I think
Yes. So
hopefully
Guillermo Salsa
yeah.
of the Salsa family. I think they modeled the world's most interesting man from the Dos
Yeah.
Equis commercials. I think it's
100.
after Guillermo Salsa. He is
Yeah.
wildly cool.
Yeah. You're
awesome.
on
I've gotten to tour Fortaleza a couple of times and drink in the cave with him. He's got a bat cave on
that's so
site.
cool.
I mean,
I've heard.
it's pretty awesome.
That's so cool. I know
Oh.
you mentioned you're a tequila guy, so luckily I was like, it wasn't pre-planned that I knew you knew tequila, but I'm like, oh, I'm glad you know. So when you mentioned that earlier, I was like, oh, cool, you'll know what's up. But
Oh, yeah. I actually have
Anyway,
a bottle
yeah.
of Los Abuelos in here somewhere.
oh, do you? Ah, man,
Yeah.
is it it's at like 38%, right? All the
Yeah,
Mexican
but the
stuff
big
at
thing is
38?
it's a hand blown bottle. So
yeah,
it's
beautiful. Like Michael, you haven't probably had this, but like bottles hand blown, and if you watch it, you can go look on YouTube, and there's videos of them doing it. It's so cool. And then they have like these nice like little
piña.
nice ladies making these little piña, like carving and painting these little corks. Like it's just beautiful. So like it's such a cool like I think that's I need to go. And we know Ocho. We've talked about Ocho's on shelves everywhere. And like I said, Lost Lore is a newer brand, and just cool. So
So
I was
what
like,
are you doing?
but-
It's flight? Are you almost doing a flight?
yeah, but like
tasting
blind. So usually I save these. Usually it's Friday night flights at my house. I'm sitting there finally chilling after the week, and I'm hanging out with my wife, and I do a flight of, I'm doing like whiskey, I'm doing bourbon, rye, tequila, whatever. But I like to, I'm honestly brain training. I'm kind of self brain training, and I take notes typically. I'm just a dork with it, and it's fun for me. And Carrie gets down. My wife gets down with tequila. Sometimes she'll do a flight with me. So shout out Carrie. She likes the tequila. Anyway, it's just fun to train your brain and kind of test your palate and your nose. And sometimes I'm off. I've done it a million times where if I'm picking favorites, it's not always the favorite. Just whatever I ate that day might have changed what my palate's like. But I'm trying to get a sense for if I can pick out stuff. And I picked out that lowland Fortaleza though quick. I was like, oh cool, I remember that that note. It was like on the nose immediately. I'd be surprised if I'm wrong, but anyway, that's what I got. Mike, what's up? What's your libation?
As always, Tony embarrasses me with some,
No.
I think today I might have something though.
You're the highlight.
This is the Herradura. I'm gonna do the Herradura.
Yo, you don't pronounce anything,
Reposado.
but you can roll your R's. What?
Yeah, I figured if
Boss,
I got
you
it wrong, then
surprised
you
me.
guys would pay attention. You guys would pay attention to the R roll and ignore the rest of what I got wrong. This is the Herradura, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with. I call it the horseshoe, and I put it on a little bit of ice here. And cheers to Nate, our new
Cheers,
friend,
guys.
our new
Yo,
brother. Cheers to
Nate,
you, Tone.
You are so fun, man. I'm so glad you're here. It's been really fun.
I'm glad
to meet
that's
you.
I have
exciting
a
to be
feeling.
on.
I have a little inkling. I have a feeling here that Nate's going to be back on, Tone. I feel like Nate's going to come on live. I feel like
An
Nate's
inkling.
coming on live. Now, Nate's sticking around. We did that was what do we call that? Libation Station. This is smash or pass. Also Grammy nominated. I know, Tone. I saw the goosebumps. Now, smash or pass for everyone playing here. Number one, no wagering. Nate, no wagering. Tony, no wagering. Okay. All right. Now, smash or pass. We present a dish. These are real restaurants. You look at that dish. You smash or you pass. It's simple. If that's put in front of you, this is what you ordered. This is what you put in front of you. Do you smash or do you pass? Got it? Okay. Smash equals eat. All right. So
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
Mary Fu Chinese Restaurant. Mary Fu Chinese Restaurant. This is out of Miami, Florida. Mary Fu Chinese Restaurant. This is the orange chicken. So I'm going to present takeout orange chicken to you. You have to decide, do you smash or do you pass? Tony, since we'll let Nate kind of digest it a little bit there. Tony, do you have a good look at it? Looks like there's some sort of beef fried rice there, maybe a pork fried rice. That's what we got going on there. Orange chicken, a little soy sauce on there.
I mean, I'm trying to get close up in there. It's like the same color as my hat. Yeah, I don't know. The chicken looks kind of weird, but what's going on?
Orange chicken, Mary. What was the name again? I forgot already.
Mary Joe?
Mary Fu.
Ah,
Chinese restaurant, Miami,
Okay.
Florida.
okay.
Smash or pass the orange chicken?
I mean, I like some fried rice too, and I'm not mad. It's this takeout. It comes in the thing. I don't need it fancy. I mean,
Chunks of chicken there? Good
yeah,
helping?
they-
Mary Fu? She's not.
I don't know. They might be
What do you think?
suspect, but no, I smash.
Smash.
don't
Okay.
wanna- I
All
don't
right.
wanna
So
overthink
Tony,
that.
hold on a second. I'm keeping a score here. Hold on.
Yeah, how many have I think I'm about even. I'm about 50-50 on smash or pass. Nate,
Where's my
you
pencil?
don't know what we've been through. We've had some segments.
So Tony's a smash. All right.
I smash.
Nate.
Yeah.
Nate, so smash or pass, Mary Fu. You order the orange chicken.
So here's where
Go
I'm
for it.
at with this. And this is something that I used to say I'd try anything once, right? I'll try anything once. But now I had a friend point that out to me, and so I've changed that. I'll try anything twice because everyone deserves a second chance. And I'm definitely going to take a bite of it. And if it's good, I might smash it. I'm gonna try it, but I don't think it's a full smash for me. But I definitely give it a taste. You know,
You're gonna give it a taste.
Reserve judgment. You know, and hopefully it's good. Hopefully that chicken's warm and not like icy in the center. Hopefully it's chicken and you know,
Smash or
I'll try
pass
it.
or taste or
I'm
waste.
gonna I'm gonna taste it. I don't think I'm smashing it per se, but I definitely, you know, I'd see what's going on in there.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you down for a smash, Nate. Okay, that's what we got. You got to be either in or out of this. So you got to either smash.
Well,
even if
I'm
it's
going to
a
be
bite.
in on all of these, and it's not going to be good. I'm sure.
Well, this is so we're gonna. It's a even a bite is a smash, especially.
Oh man,
with,
well, I'm still gonna put me down. I'm smashing that thing. I love me some-
all right,
Orange
there we go.
chicken is my favorite Chinese food.
Yo,
American
okay, so-
Chinese food.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
right.
so
No
Tony,
doubt.
we have a smash. Nate, we have a pass. Now it's my turn. Now, I'm gonna pass, and I want to tell you why I'm gonna pass, because I wrote this, and Mary Fu was shut down because they got caught carrying rodents out of the kitchen. So I'm passing.
Was that a tail? That thing on the one of the chicken that was like it had like a. It was
No.
Oh,
They're shut down because they were carrying rodents out of the kitchen with the not the spatula, but what are they?
tongs, man.
The tongs.
The tongs.
So they got this
Tongs
video
song.
and then they got shut down. So you guys are smashing.
That's
This
a
is
trick.
this is what happened to Mary
You've never
Fu.
tricked me before in this segment.
Oh,
I didn't expect
Smash or
that.
pass.
I'm still trying it.
Yeah, you put Mary Fu on blast. Does that play or is it just a fake play set?
Listen, this has been fact checked. Okay, this has been fact checked. You can see there's news. There's a news logo there.
They
so
wouldn't
it
do
has
this
to
in
be true.
Michigan.
No, this is in Miami. This is in
Yeah.
Miami. The guy's carrying rodents out of the kitchen with tongs, and somebody caught him on video. And the health inspector
Is he
came in and shut
releasing
them
it
down.
though? Like, I mean, is it a humane catch and release program?
I don't know, but this
Or is
has
he
been
taking that rodent into the kitchen to cook it?
Hey, I mean,
It could be, yeah. They have been shut down. This is another one, and I'm not going to get held liable here. They've been shut down 6 times, so they've been shut down and reopened 6 times. Mary Fu's, I think they're currently closed after this incident, but I have it down here. Tony and Nate smashing
hey,
Mary Fu's.
who's running the the Miami FDA version of FDA? What are they doing there? They're just letting them open. Like, okay, you served your time. Do it again, and then like, fool me once. You know that whole thing. 6 times?
6 times.
Come on.
This dude was carrying rats out of the kitchen.
The news caught him on camera. Like he was on his way. He just looks like a straight up G too. He's like, I don't give up.
I know.
He just keeps on moving.
So yeah, that's smash or pass there.
Strike
What do we got
6.
next now? I think we're into, let's see, listener
You tricked
questions.
us. Trick us, dude. It's messed up.
But yeah, so you never know what you're going to get with smash or pass. I mean, it could be straightforward.
That
It could
picture
be a
though,
trick.
it looked all right, but there was like a little thing. And that's what I was like, Michael's got something up his sleeve. I saw it, like it looked like a little stringy thing. That's the little tail.
You never know. That's the beauty of smash or pass. It's getting harder and harder to come up with good smash or passes. So I had to throw a curveball at you guys.
Well, and
All right,
I
so-
was gonna everything twice, man. But after the 6th time, you know,
Yeah.
jeez.
Nate was
Now,
smart
Nate, would
that he
you
was
now?
hesitant.
Let's
I
real
was
quick. Let's go to
smashing.
Nate's. Let's go to Nate's theory about everything twice. So if you hit the first time, I don't think you're and you hear this. I think this is the exception to the rule. I try.
No,
everything
that's the
twice.
last of it, right? Like I would have tried it and then like, oh, they got shut down. No, like 5th time they're shut down. No, I'm not between the 5th and 6th time. I'm like at the very beginning of the situation here. I give them a second chance, but no, not a 6th chance. There's no way.
All right, so we're into listener questions now. We're into which questions here. You know what? Because Nate's a dog man, so I think we can let our hair down a little bit with some of these questions. So here's the first question I'm going to bring up. My husband wanted a bite of my pizza. I turned around and this happened. What do I do from here? So I'm going to show you a picture. So Paula from Holland, Michigan writes in and says, husband wants a bite of pizza. This happened, which I'm going to show you. What do I do from here? Now I'm going to show you a picture here.
Paula sent the picture. Ah.
Now, what do we do? What does Paula do here? I'm offended, first of all. Like,
that's ridiculous.
You're offering, like, get your own slice, but if you just want a bite of my slice, what?
Yeah.
You're going to go to the backs, you're going to go around the side, and now it throws off the whole experience of the slice, because now what's the next move? What do you think here, Tone? What's the next move here?
I mean, my first thought is, from his mind, he was like, hey, if I'm just giving a try of her pizza, I'm going to try some of the middle and some of the crust to see how that pizza is. That's in his mind. He didn't want to just take the end and not get to experience the crust. This was a strategic move by him, I think. Or he's just a complete dick. And he's like, here you go, wife.
I mean, you might as well throw this piece away, because I think there's when you're eating a slice, there's a balance to it. But to come in and then double bite on the back side because you want the crust.
Paula.
Seriously. Well, so I'm not a big crust guy. So it's interesting he went straight for the crust, you know. I mean, that could have been an act of love if she was like trying to cut out those carbs, you know, from that. I can see two options here. I'm going to give two options. Is it Paula? Her name was Paula?
Paula from Holland, Michigan.
Yeah, Paula could take a couple of nibbles, tiny little nibbles along the side there, and make it a skinny slice. Then it brings that balance back.
Okay.
Or you fork and knife it. You just fork and knife that pizza. Get out the utensils.
Nate's on point with both of those options. I'm not mad at that at all.
I tell you one thing I like about Nate. If you've watched the show, like, there's a little bit of a yin and yang that goes on with Tony and I. And I think Tony's the more positive. I'm probably the more negative. I like Nate's Nate's bringing a lot of positive. Like, he said, you know what?
Yeah.
Paula says, you know what? He comes in, he tries to throw me off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to work this around and I'm going to balance it out. Everything's going to be happy. I'm folding this up, and I think
you're
I'm
doing
hitting
a fold
him with it. I'm hitting him with it. I think I'm going to.
Yeah. Paula.
I'm going to if I'm Paula, I'm going to say you deal with this, because I'm going to go get another fresh slice. This is absurd. Here's what I'll say. And this is the only defense I have of Paula's husband. We'll call him Gary. Let's call him Gary. Gary could be hitting the gummies too. I mean, he's in Holland. It's cold. And maybe Gary doesn't know which corner's which. So maybe in defense, maybe he thinks that's the front of the and it's almost like when you're searching around, like if you go up to use the restroom in the dark and you're feeling for corners. Gary's feeling for corners, and this is maybe what happened. So maybe I need a little bit more backstory here, but all good answers, I would say. All right.
That's really funny, dude.
All right. Next question. All right. My boyfriend is 3 years sober, and we just started getting into mocktails. So this is Pam coming in a little on theme here. We just started getting into mocktails. Can you give me some tips on elevating our mocktails from just basic to banging? Now, I am not the in-house mocktail guy. We have Nate here. I'm going to throw this one let's go to Nate first, and then Tony, if you want to jump in, because you could probably jump on this. So Nate, what do you got here for Pam in Chicago?
Well, I love this. No, this is such a great question. This is a softball, man. This is so great. So when I'm building a cocktail and I'm building the menu and I'm thinking of that recipe, I always think of, we call it the golden ratio, right? And I always follow 2-1-1. So 2 parts of your spirit, and then 1 part of something that's going to be the sweet part, and some part that's going to be the sour part, or the bitter part versus the umami part. So what I would do is I would typically I would balance it out with something sweet and something sour, And then the actual mocktail piece, man, there are so many great spirit-free alternatives out there. But you guys were talking about tequila. So there is a spirit-free agave drink called Jalisco 55. So I would
Okay.
get some Jalisco 55 and I would make Tommy's margarita with it. And I would do 2 parts Jalisco 55, 1 part fresh squeezed lime juice, and 1 part agave syrup, not agave nectar, agave syrup. You shake it, you put it in, just treat it like a normal margarita, and man, it tastes delicious. And then anything to elevate, I think that the big thing to do is make sure you're using fresh juices, make sure you're using fresh fruits, and then I'm a garnish guy. Come Thanksgiving, I'm not eating too much of that turkey. I like the sides. I think you can go crazy with some fun garnishes on any of your mocktails, and you'll make people jealous. And when you take maybe some rosemary and you light it on fire and get it a little smoky, and you do that, you can do some fun things like that, or dehydrate those orange peels or any of those leftovers that you have, those citrus pieces. And yeah, that's what I would do. I always think 2-1-1 though with the ratio. 2 parts your main ingredient, and then 1 part something of either a sweet side or a bitter side, the other part a savory side or a sour side, and you're good to go.
Nate's on point. Like, that's what it is. It's balance. I think like that's when it comes to like someone having a mocktail that's just boring. It's just a sweet drink and maybe putting some soda in it, and it's like, that's boring. You got to have balance. That's why Nate kills it with like using the same ratio that you would use in a cocktail. I think another fun thing, this is what I do for my kids. This is where my mind goes, is like, cause they I'm having a party or something. They're like, Dad, can I have they call it a cocktail. Obviously we're not giving them alcohol, but like, sure, I'll make you one. And they enjoy when I'm having fun with some like fresh fruit, obviously fresh citrus, but some fresh fruit, essentially just doing some kind of smash, maybe getting some mint from the garden or basil, some lemon, doing a smash. I've made a shrub and done a mocktail with a shrub, and that's fun because it just gives it that different element of pop. You just need that vinegar. The vinegar will make it pop. It's hard. What I like to make a lot of cocktails that have some sort of amaro in there, some amaro. Like I'm a bitter cocktail type of person, so you can kind of get that by using a shrub or in that direction. My kids though, like for real, if I smash some, like if I'm doing like making them basically an east side but without gin, so I'm grabbing cucumber, mint from the garden, lime, and then usually adding some sort of soda to it. They love that, and that's just a simple, fun drink. But yeah, Nate killed it with that. It's balance.
This is what I'm going to say to Pam is, so I think, I mean, the in-house experts spoke on the cocktail mocktail aspect of it. I usually, what I would say to Pam is, elevate it by the environment. And I think maybe we answered another question like this is, I think music needs to be involved. Candles need to be involved. Like you need to, we need to elevate, like, don't just let the mocktail or the cocktail do all the heavy lifting here. Like, let the environment, maybe we're outside, maybe we're lighting a fire. So let's take the environment in consideration. If it's a, maybe it's just not like, hey, you mix some cocktails, like set it up so that the environment is helping out the mocktail or cocktail. That's my advice to Pam.
Oh, I remember that question. It was it was our friend from Indiana who claimed to be she claimed to be the whitest girl, and she was trying to impress her like Latin neighbor by making like tacos, and like that's what we said.
Yeah,
we're
how
like,
do I
hey,
spice up? We had a playlist, right? Yeah.
Yeah. That was
We
the
made a
question.
playlist.
I don't need to
Not so
divulge the whole thing,
What
but
was
yeah, that was it. That was hilarious though. She called it
Not Your
calling
Mama's
herself-
Taco Tuesday, I think
Yeah,
was the playlist.
yep.
It was called.
That was great.
All right, so I think we're at about an hour, and so last thing that we have you still have to you have to assign us a cooking club.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, okay, I already got one.
So last
All right.
thing, and then we're going to
Okay.
wrap this up. I'm going to let Nate get on his way here, and then then we're going to talk to Nate about coming back, because I think Nate, I think there's a lot more. I think there's a lot more to mine here with I think you come on, bruh, and I think there's a lot more that we could cultivate here. As,
Okay.
but go ahead, John. What do you got for
All
our
right.
cooking club? So we did last week was family pasta night. What is this week? So what am I
family
what am I
pasta night.
making this?
I want to stick with this theme because this is, yes, we could think of like what you're doing on a Sunday type of thing, and it's a big meal. But like, I think I like to stick with this. Let's stick with this weekday type of action. So, how about this? I've got a couple ideas, but let's say if it's colder weather. That's why I'm going this way. This week, let's go with it's a non-grilled, so something on the stove oven chicken dish, and it's got to be an entree. So something that chicken is the protein, some sort of vegetable or vegetables, and some sort of starch. Okay, so it's an entree, proper entree. That's a weekday thing.
Trifecta. You're giving me the trifecta.
Something you're making in under an hour. That's a start thing. You can do anything. The starch could be potato, it could be bread. You could even actually substitute if you want. The starch could be more in the legume area, so you get more of that. Like, so if could be lentils, whatever. That's like that part, and then some sort of veg, and then chicken is the main protein of the dish. Okay,
chicken, veg, starch.
Yep,
you got it. So if you are part of the cooking club, you want to be part of the cooking club, you don't really have to do anything. All you have to do is cook and then tag us on social media and say, hey, I'm part of the cooking club here. And then maybe we'll post you on our socials. Let's get to it. Let's close this puppy out. Nate, Blury, Drink GR. I'm going to pull your card here. Hold on a second. Drink GR. He is going to be at the Wine, Beer, and Food Festival. I got him right. WBF, International Wine, Beer, and Food Festival in Grand Rapids, coming November 21st and 22nd. Do I have those dates right? 21st and 22nd, I believe.
Yep.
So come on by. We are going to be there. We are, I think, they have us in the broom closet off to the right there. I think they put us in. No, I'm just kidding. It's just a joke. It's a joke. Nate is going to be. You come by and see the bras. If you want to ask us a question, like I said, we're going to have a microphone. You can ask us a food question, and then we're going to have guests. Nate has agreed to sit in for a segment and answer some questions. We're going to work out that. Nate, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate your insight.
This was awesome.
Look,
ton of fun. Can't wait to see you guys.
I say this to all the guests. We cannot wait to see you embrace, share a drink together.
Yeah,
have some
facts,
laughs.
Though.
So
Genuine.
we will definitely we'll definitely meet up there at the festival. If one of us are laying on the ground, kindly just move us off to the side. Just brush us off to the side there. Maybe put a cone, maybe an orange cone by us if we're just there in front of the booth, just as a safety. But Nate, thank you so much. Anything else that you want to cover there? Anything else that you want to close out with?
No, just it was great to be here. Drink GR, all one word, on all the socials is my group. And then, when you get your tickets, make sure you check out the other sessions, because that's an additional ticket you'll need to get, but they'll be well worth it. And there's going to be so many great speakers out there. And hopefully either Friday or Saturday at 5:30, or for the Sober Curious one, or my session at 4:00 on Saturday for the Michigan history. That'll be great. So hope to see you all there.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Love it.
So we are BRUHpodcast.com. You can find us on the Instagrams. You can find us on the TikToks, the YouTubes, all of your social platforms. We are on Patreon. You know what? I'm a little disappointed. We have, I think, 2 Patreon subscribers. One is my mom. One is my wife. We have 3. I think Tony is one of them too. So, let's get the Patreon up. We got some recipes on there. We have some. What else? We have some bonus content, I think, going on there. So if you're listening, I think it's $2 right now. Jump on the Patreon. You can see us at the WBF Wine Beer. They're not going to like me calling it WBF. The Grand Rapids Wine, Beer, and Food Festival, International Wine, Beer, and Food Festivals. You can catch us there. You can catch Nate there. So get your tickets and please stop by and see us. And let's see if I'm missing anything else. Like, subscribe, and tell one friend. That's all we're asking. Tell one friend. Say, hey, boy, these guys have something going on here. They are from Michigan. And boy, they just have they have this segment called Smash or Pass. I mean, I've never seen writing like this before. So anyway, Nate, thank you, my friend. You have a wonderful evening, and we are going to sign off. Tony, I love you, my brother.
Hey, I love you.
And
thank you.
We will see you next week at 9 p.m. live.
We got the flavors that make you dance. Spicy tales from France to Japan. Every bite a wild romance. Join us now in our bright little den. Bruh, in the kitchen where stories are told. Spill the beans about dishes so bold. Every taste a journey unfold. Come with us, let the magic unfold.